just woke up a little bit ago. I gave myself a few minutes, so hopefully I'm not super tired voice type thing. But let me turn on the comments and see. So let me go ahead and show you how to do this here. You can bring your own dreams to life too this way. So we're gonna go to Chat GPT. I've got the app. I can also go to chat.openai.com. Excuse me, it's waking up here. Oh boy. So I had a really cool dream. Like it's like a sci-fi dream where like we were being invaded by another country, but they had laser guns and some other cool stuff. So, but I helped us beat the enemy pretty much, and then we wiped them out so good that we actually invaded, like we took them over instead. I think that's so. Let's see. So you want to go to? You're going. The way you do it is go to Explore GPT. So you click the. Let me do this again. So you click this thing at the top left. Explore GPTs, and then I think I called it Dream Illustrator. Oh, somebody else. Okay, I guess. Whoa, a lot of people done this. Dream Illustrator and narrator. Okay. I don't know if they did it after I did or not, but we're gonna use mine though. I don't think I saw that. I think I searched for that. Wait, why is it not searching mine? There you go. Oh, it's Dream Viewer. I guess I called it. Anyway, so oh man, so still waking up here. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to think where to start. So that'd be the first visual. So we were being attacked, but okay, maybe I could have like a. There's an army basically that's coming at us with laser rifles. Oh no, actually, oddly no, well, I was part of it, but I think I'm trying to remember what the beginning of it was. I don't know, it's a little fuzzy, but this part I remember was I was in battle with this. There's this big mech that they had, I guess. I was like trying to find a weak point on it and stuff. Like I was pretty much looking at it. So, and it's what I remember first, but I think there may have been stuff that happened before that, but that'd be kind of a weird place to start. Maybe I could make it, maybe to make it make more sense. And that may have been where it started, actually, but maybe to make it more sense and make it more coherent, dreams aren't really that way. Maybe I'll make a opening scene that kind of explains the things. So maybe we could make it. I don't know if I should stay true to the dream or if I should make it more coherent, I guess, and keep the idea of the dream in there. Some really cool parts of the dream, though. So, let's see, do I have comments? Yes, I do. Does anybody have any preference which way I take this before I go into this? If not, I'll choose my own way. Let's make it into like a pretty cool story. So this part's gonna be I'm just inserting this part. This isn't the actual part. So this will be the intro. Actually, maybe I'll even describe it as such. So see if it's gonna actually. Yep, there we go. Cool. It's making the image, and it should. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. See, I'll actually have it read it out here. Like,
The dream begins with an unsettling scene. The soft glow of the television screen casts eerie shadows across a dimly lit living room. The news anchor's voice, usually calm, now carries a tone of urgency as they deliver the unimaginable news. The country is under attack. An invasion has begun. On the screen, images of soldiers wielding sleek, futuristic laser rifles flash by, their beams cutting through the air with an otherworldly hum. Towering above the chaos, a massive mech strides forward, its metal feet shaking the ground, casting a shadow over the battlefield. Advanced technology, far beyond what the world knows, is displayed in rapid succession, a blur of neon lights and metallic surfaces. Those watching the news are frozen in shock, their faces illuminated by the screen, reflecting both fear and disbelief. The reality of the invasion is sinking in, a surreal mix of modern day life colliding with a high tech nightmare. The atmosphere is thick with tension, as if the very air in the room is holding its breath. Was there anything that happened next in the dream?
okay, so man, that's actually pretty cool. That's why I see a laser going by the window outside too. Lasers. That's pretty wild. That's actually a pretty cool artistic style there. I guess yeah, I guess we're being invaded. I don't know if that's a mistake or, but that's kind of cool. Okay, let's do the next part. So, this is the first part that I actually remember in the dream. So, yeah, now this part's true to the dream. So,
Now, the dream shifts into a more intense and personal perspective. You find yourself as a superhero, crouched low on the edge of a tall building, hidden in the shadows. The city below is in chaos, illuminated by the glow of fires and the harsh light of explosions. In the distance, the giant mech stomps through the streets, each step a thunderous boom that echoes through the night. Its metallic body shines under the moonlight, a formidable force of destruction. With a sharp, focused gaze, you scan the mech, looking for any signs of vulnerability. You know that defeating this mechanical monster is the key to turning the tide of the invasion. The air is filled with the sounds of distant screams and the hum of the mech's power. The flickering city lights below you highlight the urgency of the situation. Every second counts, and as you analyze the mech, you feel the weight of the responsibility on your shoulders. You have to find a way to bring it down. What happens next in your dream?
I'm trying to remember. Man, it's starting to kind of fade away a little bit. Okay, let's see. Oh, I do remember. Okay, so I had to retreat for then. Then I thought I saw like the okay. There's like mostly invisible truck thing that I saw that they were using to, like as this stealth truck thing that actually was invisible, but like you could see it in the shadows. So let's see if I can try to. Let's see. I'm trying to think how to describe that. So maybe as I had to retreat, there's this. But I saw this invisible truck thing that was like barely visible as it crossed from light into darkness entering a tunnel. So let me describe that. But then I was like trying to find it and stuff, and then I think I saw it when I came out the other end of the tunnel. So see if how it does with this. This will be interesting. See if it's anything like my dream. I just like kind of noticed maybe like an outline well, it wasn't really an outline of it. It was more like maybe it's like halfway between the light of the outside and the light of the tunnel or something. Let's see. It almost looked like a ghost or something. It was barely visible. Like it's like translucent, I guess. Let's see what it comes up with. Oh, it's really thinking here. Maybe that's a hard thing to illustrate. Or maybe having network problems. Yeah, I should exit it and come back into it and see what happens. Guess maybe I'll review what we have so far. So there's the news thingy. And then there's the mech. Like this is where my dream actually started was analyzing the mech. Okay, it's still going. Let me get out of it and I'll come back in. I'm curious, can we get a comment check to see if comments are working? Never mind. Okay. See what's going on here. Maybe if I hit regenerate, let's try that. It's still stuck on that. Okay, that's much better. Well, that was really more invisible, but like, let's see. Maybe I'll explain it so look kind of like a. I don't know. It's probably gonna have trouble doing that, so I guess we'll just do it like this.
As you continue to survey the city from your high vantage point, something unusual catches your eye. Amidst the chaos and destruction, you notice a truck moving through the streets. But this is no ordinary truck. It's invisible, only revealing itself as a faint, ghostly outline whenever it crosses into the shadows. Your eyes track its path as it approaches the entrance of a tunnel. The darkness around the tunnel's mouth causes the truck to flicker into partial visibility, its outline shimmering like a mirage. The realization hits you. This truck is using some form of advanced stealth technology. The way it vanishes and reappears makes it almost impossible to detect. You watch intently, sensing that this mysterious vehicle is connected to the invaders, perhaps even a key part of their operation. The tunnel swallows the truck whole, and it disappears completely, leaving only the empty city streets in its wake. What do you do next in the dream?
Okay, so next I radioed it in, but apparently is jamming the radio call, I guess, or something. So tried to radio it into like the military or something. So, let me see if I can get it to do that.
In the next moment, you grab your radio, quickly tuning it to the military frequency. The urgency in your voice matches the pounding of your heart as you try to report the invisible truck. Command, this is Superhero. I have eyes on a stealth vehicle, barely visible in the shadows, entering a tunnel at the north side of the city. It could be. Suddenly, the radio crackles with harsh static, drowning out your words. You try again, but the interference only grows stronger. A sinking realization sets in. The truck is jamming your signal. Whatever advanced technology it carries, it's capable of blocking your communications, ensuring no warnings can reach the military. Frustration and a sense of isolation wash over you. The one chance to alert the authorities about the stealth vehicle and its possible connection to the invasion is slipping away. You look back towards the tunnel, now filled with darkness, as the truck has vanished completely from sight. The city around you remains in turmoil, and the mech continues its relentless march. The stakes have just become even higher, and time is running out. What happens next in your dream?
Okay, so next what happened is I flew over to the truck as it emerged on the other side of the tunnel, and I had a lightsaber effectively, and I hit it light with the lightsaber and disabled it. So let me describe that. And it decloaked and is this really advanced looking futuristic truck with like a gas bottle on it, oddly enough, and some other stuff. I think the gas was used for for cloaking somehow or something. So
Determined to intercept the mysterious truck, you leap from the building, soaring through the night sky with purpose. You head towards the tunnel's exit, where you anticipate the truck will reappear. As you approach, the hum of your lightsaber ignites the air around you, casting a sharp blue glow in the darkness. The invisible truck emerges, its ghostly outline barely discernible against the shadows.
Yep.
Without hesitation, you strike. Your lightsaber slices through the air with a hiss, making contact with the truck's surface. Sparks fly, and a shudder runs through the vehicle. Instantly, the cloaking technology fails, revealing the truck's true form. A sleek, futuristic machine with smooth metallic panels and glowing elements, its design unlike anything seen before. The truck screeches to a halt, its invisibility stripped away. On its flatbed sits a large, ominous-looking gas canister, its purpose unclear, but clearly vital to the invaders. As the truck lies disabled at the tunnel's exit, a sense of triumph washes over you. You've exposed a critical piece of the enemy's plan. The battle is far from over, but you've taken a decisive step in uncovering their technology. What do you do next in your dream?
So this is pretty wild. So with the truck disabled, I radioed in, and there's no passengers or anything. So that's pretty wild. I think it's supposed to be like a automated truck or whatever, I guess, or no driver or anything like that. So let me say the truck. This is actually pretty cool. It's a cool dream, actually, too. Oh, disabled, not disadvantaged. Seriously. Okay. Oh, that's wild.
With the truck now exposed and immobilized, you quickly raise your radio again. This time, the signal goes through, and within moments, military vehicles and personnel arrive at the scene. They approach cautiously, weapons ready, surveying the futuristic truck with a mixture of awe and caution. You gather with them, explaining how you managed to disable the truck and what you've discovered. The gas canister on the truck's flatbed draws everyone's attention. It radiates an unsettling aura, its purpose still unknown but likely dangerous. One of the military officers steps forward, his voice steady but grave. "This could be a weapon, or worse," he says, eyes fixed on the canister. "We need to neutralize it before it poses any further threat." Nodding in agreement, you and the military personnel prepare to take action. The scene is tense, filled with a sense of urgency. As you stand together, the city continues to burn in the distance, but here, in this moment, you've gained an upper hand. The decision to destroy the gas canister could turn the tide in this strange and surreal battle. What happens next in your dream?
Oh, this is cool. Yeah, that's kind of how that works.
With a deep breath, you summon a protective energy shield around yourself, its surface shimmering and pulsing with power. Holding your lightsaber firmly, you strike the gas canister. The blade cuts through with a sizzling hiss, and for a split second, time seems to freeze. Then a massive explosion erupts, flames and debris bursting outward with incredible force. The blast is blindingly bright, filling the air with a deafening roar. Inside your shield, you remain unharmed, feeling the heat and shockwave press against your barrier. As the fire and smoke begin to clear, you look around to assess the damage. Your eyes widen in concern as you spot one of the military personnel lying on the ground, having been knocked over by the force of the explosion. They were standing just a little too close. Quickly, you rush over to check on them, relieved to find that they are conscious but dazed. You help them to their feet, ensuring they are okay. The explosion, while necessary, has served as a reminder of the unpredictability and danger of the situation. What happens next in your dream?
So let's see what the so actually I have healing powers in the dream too, which is wild. So like I guess assessing that he had a brain injury, I put my hands on his head to heal him, and then I healed him, and he was good to go. Forget what he did when he's in. He did some funny stuff when he's in the weird state. I can't remember exactly what he did. I think he started just saying funny words or something.
Seeing the soldier's disorientation, you instinctively reach out with your healing powers. As your hands hover over his head, a warm, soothing glow emanates from your palms, casting a gentle light around both of you. You focus on the injury, feeling the subtle shifts as the healing energy works to mend the damage. The glow pulses softly, a sign of the life giving power at work. The soldier blinks a few times, seeming a bit confused, but then his eyes clear and the dazed expression fades. He takes a deep breath, standing a little straighter as the healing completes. The tension leaves his face, replaced by relief and gratitude. He looks at you, clearly thankful for what you've done. The once chaotic scene now feels a little more hopeful, as the power of healing brings a moment of calm amidst the ongoing turmoil. What happens next in your dream?
Think I deal with the mech next. Although it's interesting, not a female or whatever in the dream, but we'll just roll with it. Because it wasn't all that dramatic with the lights and stuff. I think my hands glowed a little bit, but anyway. Oh, and disabling it, or well, bring it down works. So with one swift strike, I well, not totally destroy, but I like stop them back basically. It's actually from behind, but
With the soldier safe and the gas canister neutralized, Your attention shifts to the looming threat of the giant mech, still wreaking havoc in the city. Knowing you need to act fast, you take to the sky, soaring towards the towering machine. As you approach, you recall the critical weak point you noticed earlier, right above its neck. Without hesitation, you maneuver behind the mech, positioning yourself just out of its sight. The lightsaber hums to life in your hand, glowing brightly against the darkness. In a swift, precise motion, you bring the blade down onto the mech's neck, striking the weak spot. Sparks explode from the impact, and the mech shudders violently. The lights flicker in its eyes, and its movements become erratic. Slowly, it begins to topple, collapsing under its own weight. The sight of the mech falling is both awe-inspiring and triumphant. You've turned the tide of the battle, bringing down one of the invaders' most formidable weapons. The city below, still burning and chaotic, seems to pause in anticipation, as if realizing that hope is not lost after all. What happens next in your dream?
No, this is wild. So, well, that's pretty wild too. But next part, so I flew over their army with, like, I put a shield around myself and I made it retro reflective. So it kind of looked like a glowing golf ball with, like, made out of corner reflectors, I guess, but it's like translucent. But then they all shot their lasers at me. It was really bright. That's actually a really cool picture, by the way. Man. Okay, so yeah, that's really cool. Anyway, they shot their lasers at me. So maybe I'll have that be the next part. But then it's like the lasers all converged on me, and like it got really bright because there's a whole bunch of lasers. So it's almost like I was a star in the sky type thing for a little bit, and bounced all lasers back at them and took them all out, basically. So took down their entire army, and then yeah, I guess that's enough for, like, let's see. I think I'll do that in that'll probably be 3 parts here, and then there's more that happened after that. But that's like probably that's really cool. So let's see. I think first I'm gonna have it to where I'm flying over the thing, flying over their army, and they're shooting at me while I have the shield. So that'll be the first part. Like, okay, that's not quite right, but okay.
With the mech defeated, you turn your attention to the enemy forces swarming below. Summoning your powers once more, you form a shield around yourself. This shield is special, nearly invisible to the naked eye, save for a faint blue glow. Its surface, dotted with retroreflective patterns resembling the texture of a golf ball, reflects the world around it, creating a mesmerizing effect. As you fly over the army, the soldiers spot you and immediately open fire with their sci-fi laser rifles. Beams of light shoot up towards you, filling the night sky with a barrage of deadly energy. The lasers strike your shield, and the retroreflective surface scatters the beams in all directions, deflecting the attack. It's a stunning display. As the lasers ricochet off the shield, their paths altered by the reflective surface. Despite the intense barrage, you remain unharmed, soaring through the air with your shield shimmering around you. The enemy soldiers below look up in confusion and frustration, their weapons proving useless against your protective barrier. The scene is filled with energy and movement, a dance of light and defense in the midst of the chaos. What happens next in your dream?
So it actually did it a little differently. So what happened? Okay, so as lasers converge on me, they basically become like a bright star that sheds light over the whole city, basically. And then the lasers bounce back and take them all out. But I think the second part will be me being this bright thing over the city or whatever. Oh, that's cool. Yep, that's about what it is. That's pretty similar to what it is like.
As the enemy lasers continue to strike your shield, something incredible happens. The energy from the lasers is absorbed and refracted by the retroreflective surface, causing your shield to glow brighter and brighter. In moments, you become a brilliant beacon of light in the dark sky, radiating a powerful, almost blinding illumination. The entire city below, once shrouded in darkness and chaos, is now bathed in this brilliant, otherworldly glow. The light spreads outwards, washing over buildings, streets, and people, turning night into day. The enemy soldiers on the ground stop firing, shielding their eyes and looking up in awe and confusion at the spectacle above them. To the people of the city, the sudden appearance of this radiant figure feels like a beacon of hope, a sign that the tide of battle is turning in their favor. The air is filled with a sense of awe and power as your glowing form lights up the entire area, casting long shadows and creating a surreal, almost dreamlike scene. You hover above the city, shining bright, a living symbol of light against the darkness. What happens next in your dream?
That's not quite how it happened, but let's see anyway.
With the shield glowing brightly, you realize that the lasers aren't just being absorbed, they can be redirected. You focus your energy, using the retroreflective shield to bounce the laser beams back towards the army below. As the soldiers continue firing, their own weapons become their downfall. The reflected lasers strike with deadly accuracy, taking out the very soldiers who fired them. One by one, the soldiers are hit, collapsing to the ground, their ranks quickly decimated. The entire scene is a dazzling display of light and power, with beams ricocheting off the shield, crisscrossing the air, and finding their mark. The city, still bathed in your radiant glow, witnesses the spectacle. In a matter of moments, the once formidable army is wiped out, reduced to silence and stillness. As the last laser beam strikes its target, the battlefield falls quiet. The glow of your shield fades slightly, leaving you hovering above a city that has witnessed a miracle. The invaders' forces are gone, their technology turned against them. You've not only survived the onslaught, but have emerged victorious, a shining beacon of hope in the night. What happens next in your dream?
I think that's kind of like a nod to what's going on in Ukraine. That Ukraine's attacking Russia back, I guess. That's interesting.
As dawn breaks over the city, you soar through the sky, the light of victory shining in your eyes. The streets below are filled with the remnants of the battle, but now there is a sense of peace and relief. People begin to emerge from their homes, looking up and cheering as they see you, their protector and savior. The nightmare of the invasion is over, and the city breathes a collective sigh of relief. Flying over the city, you reflect on the events that have unfolded. The invaders' military forces have been completely wiped out, their advanced technology turned against them. The tables have turned, and now, rather than being the invaded, you and your people have gained the upper hand. You think of the invader's homeland, distant yet within reach, and realize that this victory means more than just survival. It means power and control. The invader's own country is now vulnerable, open to the influence and strength that has triumphed here. With a final look back at the city, now bathed in the golden light of a new day, you set your sights on the horizon. The future holds new possibilities, new challenges, and perhaps a new order, with you at the forefront. As you fly towards home, the sense of triumph is overwhelming. The world has changed, and you have been the catalyst for that change. And so, with the dawn of a new era, your dream reaches its victorious conclusion. Is there anything more you'd like to add or explore from this dream?
So yeah, at that point, once we took over the other military to our other country, or actually it's like I think it kind of happened instantly. So it's yeah, it's not how it really worked, but or maybe they surrendered to us. That could be how it really worked. But yeah, then like surrender doesn't not just stop invading, but their country is ours too, basically in that point. And then there was fireworks. So I think that's partially captured there already. So let's see. And there was also cheers, but that can't really be illustrated. And then I woke up.
With the invaders' military defeated and their homeland vulnerable, they have no choice but to surrender. News spreads quickly that the enemy has not only surrendered, but has also ceded control of their country. The overwhelming sense of victory ignites celebrations across the land. That night, the sky is ablaze with fireworks, each explosion of color a testament to the triumph of your people. The streets are alive with joyous crowds, cheering, dancing, and embracing. Bright bursts of red, blue, and gold light up the night, reflecting off the buildings and casting a festive glow over the city. The sound of laughter, music, and celebration fills the air, blending with the crackling of fireworks overhead. The city, once darkened by fear and conflict, is now a beacon of hope and unity. As the fireworks continue to light up the sky, you feel a deep sense of fulfillment and pride. You've not only protected your home, but have brought about a new era, one where peace and strength prevail. The celebration is more than just victory over an enemy. It's a declaration of a new beginning, shaped by the courage and power of those who stood against the darkness. The night continues with joy and light, marking the start of a future filled with promise. Would you like to add more to this dream or explore any other dreams?
Yeah, actually, I did have another dream that's really boring compared to this one, so I think I'm gonna let it stand. I think I'm gonna pretty much end it here in a minute. And thank y'all for liking and subscribing. And have a have a great day as I fly by there as a superhero. Anyway. Yeah, have a great day. That's actually pretty. I thought that was a pretty awesome dream. Yeah, thank y'all for watching, and feel free to like and subscribe.